the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense, so they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. On second down, a run with Carter.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Carter.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Second. 61.
Going for it, it's Carter. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it as a former defender. I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. 31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 29, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Geno on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now Geno. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one taken just inside the 10. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Carter. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down, here's Wilson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On first down, Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A give up the middle to Carter. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Room here to run.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Bulldozes past him and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down to the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't done it to scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action, it's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
They'll start this drive with a handoff to Carter.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Carter once more. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Carter straight ahead.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Okay, break.
And they take a knee.
Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a